Jalen, and we'll start with Nick Kelly.
Hey, Jalen. As far as, your first start was Texas A&M, and now you're getting to go play them on the road. In what ways do you think you've grown from that first start and up until now?
Yeah, I think experience is the best teacher for sure. I definitely learned a lot of football with more game experience. Also, just being around Coach Saban and Coach Reese, I just learned a lot of football. I'm steadily growing. I'm not a finished product at all, and I'm steadily learning and growing. To this day. But I will say that from that moment, I just use it as just a vehicle to where I'm at now, just learning and growing as much as possible.
Matt?
Hi, Jonathan. Two-parter here. How do you feel about being back in Texas to play a game? And for fans who are staying or passing through the Houston area on the way there, you got any restaurant recommendations or things to do?
Yeah, I will say Texas is a great place. That's where I was raised and born and raised. I'm from Texas. Love Texas. But I will have a lot of family there. But it's going to be a great game, great atmosphere down in Texas. We have a challenge this week. A big opponent. We have a great defense, great offense. So we're excited. We have to prepare as much as possible, and we're just trying to get grow every single day this week. And there's a lot of food options in Texas, so anybody stop and take, they'll get a lot of good food options.
On the right, Charlie.
Hey, Jalen. Coach Saban talked about the snaps being a consistent issue. Is that something maybe you and Seth spend some extra time trying to clean up and work on in practice?
Yeah, I take full ownership of that. I should be more vocal, more louder, so it allows the snaps to be on point. So I take full ownership of that. Going to Mississippi State is a loud environment, and it took me being more vocal and at some points in the game. So that's definitely something me and Seth are going to get together about. And it's not something to worry about. We're going to build and grow from it and learn from it.
Get back at the right.
Talking about the volume, this one's going to be even louder probably than how are you guys preparing for that? I know you've been in that stadium before, but now you're going to be the starter.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be loud. It's going to take preparation throughout the week for us, for sure. We'll come ready. By Saturday, we'll have a plan to attack that. And it's just going to be a challenge for us, for sure. Playing this tough opponent, playing in this environment, one of the best in the country. So we're excited for the challenge, but the biggest thing we got to do is prepare for that moment.
We'll up with Joe.
Jim, in the last couple of weeks, you've hung in the pocket a little bit more and been able to deliver the ball even after movement and scrambling. What's been the key for you to settle and move to throw rather than move to run?
I think what's key to all that is trust. Trust in the offensive line, trust in the game plan, trust as much as possible. Also, just come from preparation as well. Just knowing that the offensive line doing their job, and I can believe in them in any point of the game. And I think that's very key. To play the game, play the position. It's just having trust and confidence. I had full confidence in the guys up front, so it allowed me to succeed in areas where it came to in the passing game.
Austin.
Yeah, Jalen, on that 53-yard touchdown, you run through two defenders. It seems like once you got inside the 5, you might have slowed down a little bit. You kind of fell into the end zone. Were you getting tired by the end of the run?
I ain't gonna lie. When I passed the second level, I thought I was out of there, but it was coming. Deep minutes, I didn't.
Up front with Tony.
You were a lot better on your intermediate passing against Mississippi State. Do you feel like you're seeing the field a little bit more? You mentioned your trust and your comfortability.
I think just like I said, just come from preparation throughout the week and just meeting with Coach Reese and absorbing information from Coach Saban as well. While we practice during the week, it's key just to understand the game plan. Just understand what are some tendencies the opponent's going to give us, and I thought that was key. I thought that just learning and growing throughout the game. When I was not in, on the sideline, without the series and stuff like that, it was key to just hear and absorb the information I was getting. So I think that factored into our success this weekend.
We're back with Kelly.
Are you feeling more comfortable using your legs as a weapon, either as running or maybe trying to draw the defense forward and maybe open up receivers downfield?
Yeah, my intent at playing quarterback is to be a point guard and do whatever the task at hand provides, whether it's running or passing. But I think there's a lot of elements to the game that allow us to succeed in one area. Whether it's Jace running the ball, Rodell running the ball, whether it's the quarterback, whoever's in, throwing the ball. I think there's a lot of elements that factor in success on a drive, and I think it's just like many things that factor into moving the football. So whatever chance I have to do so, I'll try to do that. And another thing too is just trusting in Coach Reese for our game plan, and understanding and comprehending it.
We'll have Katie.
Hey Jalen, we just talked to Dallas. He said that the outside linebackers are the best group or the best room. What's your take on that? And then what have you seen from their ability to find the end zone the last 2 seasons?
Yeah, those guys are talented for sure. They bring it throughout the week, and it helps us a lot. Having a great defense that we have, and it allows us to grow as an offense. That group is very talented, and the whole room as a whole. Going from the veterans in the group down to the freshmen, they're all good, and they gave us a good look during the week. And those guys are definitely dogs, and they bring it every day. And what I see on Saturday, no surprise at all.
Charlie.
You looked at Amari Niblack's play quite a bit this past week. Just what kind of weapon is he for the offense, and what kind of progress, I guess, have you seen from him?
Yeah, Amari has great talent. He's a tight end, but he has receiver makeup. As far as how he runs routes, as far as how he operates on the field, and he's a big element to our offense. He plays hard. He's a big target for us, and then also what people miss is how hard he works. During the week, he prepared very hard. He practiced very hard, and he's very attention to detail, very very much so. To a lot of things that factor into Saturday come through his preparation through the off season and now.
2 more. Nick Kelly.
Yeah, just go back to that A&M game one more time from last year. The turnovers in the first half, but you didn't have any in the second. But what did that game teach you about? I think the term is flushing it, and moving on to the next snap, the next half, the next game.
Yeah, all the things that happened during that game, I don't take anything for granted, and I also wouldn't change anything. That game was definitely a learning moment for me, and it allowed me to grow so much as a football player. I can only build for any moment, whether it's good or bad. And another thing is just turning any weaknesses to a strength, and making any strength even stronger. So any area that I might have messed up in that game, I take full ownership of it, and I just continuously just want to work hard, and just be the best version I can for myself and for the football team. And so I just want to grow and build, and I definitely can build it from that game for sure.
Last one, Cody.
It seems like there's been a lot of receivers that have gotten a lot of snaps through the first 5 weeks. What have you seen from that room in terms of just progress?
Yeah, number one thing I can speak on that room, they gel together. That room doesn't have a family environment. Those guys are pushing each other every day, and no matter what receiver it is in the room, they're supportive of each other. Great camaraderie in the room, and also they work hard during the week. All those guys in the room are a key element for our offense. They play very hard, very fast, explosive, and they're going to make a big play for us this year. So our room does a very very good job, and I'm excited for what's ahead in the future.
Thanks, Jim.
Hey, so living at both places, is it pulled pork sandwich or brisket sandwich?
Brisket. Yeah, brisket.
Correct answer.
I ain't gonna lie, I love barbecue Tex-Mex. Yeah.